Imagine this scenario. Chris Voss, an expert FBI hostage negotiator, finds himself at Harvard Business School, not for a standoff, but to conduct a unique kind of negotiation workshop. The stage was set for a mock negotiation scenario where Voss had one goal: to sell a product for as much as he could, while the students were given the opposite task, to buy it for as little as possible. The exercise kicks off. Voss, the seasoned negotiator, goes head-to-head with Harvard's best and brightest. After a rigorous exchange, a price is agreed upon. When the instructor checks in on the agreed price, he can't help but chuckle. Why? Voss had, somewhat predictably, achieved the maximum price from the student negotiators. But wait, another student tries their luck, and the outcome? No different, maximum price again. Keep in mind, these students aren't novices. They're armed with the latest sales and marketing knowledge from one of the world's top business schools. Yet, Voss outmaneuvers them. This leaves us with a question. How did Chris Voss consistently manage to pull the highest price from the cream of the crop at Harvard? Let's dive into the tactics and psychology behind his negotiation mastery with his groundbreaking book, Never Split the Difference: Negotiating as if your life depended on it. Imagine negotiating not just for better deals or salaries, but as if lives were at stake. Chris Voss takes us into his world where making a mistake could mean losing a life. But here's the catch. The strategies he shares are applicable to our daily lives, from buying a car to asking for a raise. Let's unlock these strategies together. We'll dissect 5 key lessons from the book, so stay tuned. Lesson 1. It's not about you. Chris emphasizes empathy. He tells us that the most effective negotiators, like the best listeners, focus intensely on the other person. Why? Because it's not about you. It's about understanding the other's emotions, motives, and fears. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly heard? Voss argues that by listening empathetically, you don't just hear words, you feel them. When you listen empathetically, you're building a bridge. People want to be heard. And once they feel that, the walls come down and trust begins to build. Lesson 2. Mirroring. Moving on to the second tactic, the power of mirroring. This tactic may seem deceptively simple at its core. You take the last 3 words your counterpart says and repeat them back like an echo. But don't let the simplicity fool you. It's a tool of subtle genius. This echoing acts almost like a verbal nudge, prompting the other person to continue, to go on, to say just a bit more. And it's in that bit more where gems are often found. By getting them to expand on their thoughts, they inadvertently offer you the keys to their thought castle. And once you have those, navigating the negotiation labyrinth becomes a strategic walk in the park. It's not just about repetition. It's about engaging them to reveal the plot of their story, giving you valuable insight into how to craft a winning resolution. Lesson 3. Get them to say no. Chris Voss, with his rich FBI negotiating background, offers a paradoxical tactic. Aim for a no rather than a yes. Why? It's all about psychology. A no gives people a sense of command, making them feel more secure and open. Once they feel in control, they're more likely to engage in an honest dialogue. This is when real negotiation begins. Voss suggests that when someone feels no pressure to agree, they'll reveal their true priorities. And that's when you can work towards a solution that benefits both sides. So, in your next negotiation, remember, a no can be the first step to getting what you actually want. Lesson 4. The opportunity to save face. In negotiation, a response can sometimes be as elusive as a shadow, leaving you hanging in anticipation. Chris Voss, with his negotiation insight, suggests a nuanced approach to this dilemma. Instead of badgering for a reply, he recommends asking, "Have you given up on this endeavor?" This isn't about putting someone on the defensive, but rather providing a graceful exit ramp from the silence. It's rooted in the psychological discomfort we feel around the concept of giving up, triggering an almost reflexive need to respond and rectify the situation. When they do re-engage, they're not just saving face, they're also more likely to participate in a meaningful and productive exchange. This strategy cleverly leverages the human tendency to resist defeat, opening the door for continued dialogue and negotiation. Lesson 5. Ask calibrated questions. The 5th lesson is about asking calibrated questions. Instead of cornering your boss with, "Why are you overloading me?" you'd ask, "How am I supposed to do that?" It invites them into your shoes, turning confrontation into collaboration. But remember, it's not about being aggressive. It's about opening up a dialogue, guiding the conversation with a gentle hand. Use "I feel" statements to express concern without accusation, turning the conversation to a problem-solving session rather than a battle of wills. Calibrated questions open the door to more meaningful conversations, where both sides start seeing each other as partners in problem-solving rather than opponents. Conclusion. Now let's talk about your takeaway. I want to hear from you, so let's flip the script. What's one technique you use to improve your communication and make people take a liking to you? Share your thoughts down below, and let's learn from each other. Chris Voss's Never Split the Difference is not just a book, it's an arsenal of tactics for anyone who wants to become a negotiation expert. These lessons are just the tip of the iceberg. So, if you're ready to transform your approach to negotiation and communication, this book is your guide. If you're intrigued and hungry for more, grab a copy of the book on Amazon. The link is in the description. Trust me, it's a page-turner. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more book summaries. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep turning those pages and see where the words take you.